boys and girls. This is the Chris and Mike Show. Coming to you live from Riverside FM podcasting studios. And we are here today with our good friend Don Warnock. We are also live on Twitch, YouTube, and now ChrisandMikeShow.com. So you can find all three of those platforms. And you can check us out live wherever you are right now in the world. Because we're in what, 29 countries now, Mike?
30, brother. 30.
30 countries!
Yeah, we failed to welcome Sweden last week. They joined on board, so welcome, Sweden.
Hello, Sweden. We're not coming after you. We're not Donald Trump. You can keep your country. We're not playing a grown-up game of Risk. I got Venezuela. Now I'm going for Greenland. Next is Australia, because Australia has a stranglehold.
Actually, it's kind of funny because now that we have the website, when you look at the analytics, it's cool because it does look like a real-life game of Risk, and we're starting to fill in those.
It is, Mike.
So
for real,
really
brother.
fun
I'm
to
sure
watch.
it
Cool.
is. Unbelievable.
That's awesome. Yeah, that was Nikki. That was Nikki's analogy of what Trump's doing. He's like, he's playing a grown-up game of Risk, and I'm like,
Pretty much.
it's brilliant.
It is. I
It's
love
brilliant. Like, how
He's
many
got the
cards
red,
can
he's
I
got the
collect?
green, he's got the black.
Yeah. So, if you don't know, Don Warnock was on our show a while back, and we had an epic conversation about parts of his life that were really cool that he shared with us that like even his parents hadn't heard. But Don is such a cool human. We wanted to have him come back on the show and just talk music because Don and I met via a mutual friend, Neanderpaul, who was a disc jockey here in Arizona, and also one in Kansas City,
Marshall,
right?
baby.
Right? He was in Kansas
Marshall,
City?
yes, he's in AZ. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So that was our mutual connection. So I always actually thought Don was some type of disc jockey or in the music world. You know, come to find out, he's not. He's just like Mike and I, has this innate amount of knowledge of music and love and passion for it because it's life's soundtrack. So we brought Don back just to have a conversation about music and, you know, which Mike and I love. And
You're not going
Don
to find
does
three
too,
guys
so.
that like to talk about music more than us, and I think
Oh
Don
my
definitely
God,
rivals
Jen.
both of
Hey.
us. So
Thank you for having me back, for starters.
Yeah.
The love of music is unbelievable. It runs through our veins. I think, personally, you know, as recovering addicts,
Sure.
you know, music plays a huge part of how we react to life. And, you know, having, you know, say Ozzy, for instance.
Right.
You know,
Good.
you can go
Yeah.
clear back to the early, mid-'80s. And, you know, Ozzy got me through my first stint in rehab, lockdown rehab.
Yeah.
So, yeah, super important, man.
Yeah.
You know, I wake
There's
up to it.
there's
I go
a
to
piece
bed
of
to it.
music that I play all the time, Don, that literally saved my life because I played
Saved
it
my
over
life, my
and
man.
over
Yep.
again to get me through those rough times, right?
Yep. Yeah, I could not agree more.
Every time I pick up my guitar and I play that, there's very few
Yeah.
times that I don't get emotional when I play that particular
Of
piece
course.
of music,
Get-
you know, because I
it
remember
gives-
all those times.
It gives you chills down your spine. I got the chills now just thinking about Ozzy. You know, God rest his soul.
Wow. How can you not get chills thinking about Ozzy, man?
Yeah,
Ozzy changed.
you damn straight, Chris.
Well, you said it
Oz-
best when he died, Chris. The world got quiet.
Yeah,
It
the
did.
world didn't
It did.
stand still.
And not just because of his music, because of his pushback against what he considered the ridiculous part of society, right?
Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah. And just everything. Ozzy was an enigma. He's just an absolute
He's
enigma.
one of a
Thanks to-
kind. One of
Right,
a
and,
kind.
and thanks to Sharon, he became that worldwide icon. Because without Sharon, Ozzy doesn't have a solo career. I don't think to the level that he did.
He'd be
Or,
dead.
or have some semi restrained. Sharon,
What?
man.
I think he's
Sharon
admitted
held him
many
down, man.
times
She's a
he
tough ass
wouldn't-
chick, man.
I think he admitted many times he would have never made it out of that hotel room that she
You
found
are
him.
correct. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So what
So what do you
want
want to start with today?
Yeah, whatever, man. Fire away, Don.
Okay, here, I'm gonna just get it out the way, gents.
Lead us in a
Let's start
direction.
Shine Down.
Shine down. Let's do shine
As
down.
you do, man. I need one of those.
Yeah, it's a back scratcher.
I love
Yeah,
it. I got
I
one
got
of those
one.
too.
It's from the Bear Cafe, the Bear Claw.
Yeah, it
It's called
works.
The Bear Claw. Yeah.
Yeah, yours a little longer than My back scratcher. Yeah.
That's what she
Oh,
said.
now you got extensions.
You walked right into that one, Don.
That's awesome.
and
brother.
even with
I
the
was gonna
Dunder
say
Mifflin shirt
mine-
on, man, come on.
I was gonna say mine's wider.
No shit, Mike. Right?
Hey, I've heard, wider is better than
It's
longer.
girth, not length, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, we'll start real quick with Shinedown, and I'll
Okay.
keep it brief. I did get to meet Eric, Barry, Zach, and of course Brent.
Yeah.
About 3 years ago.
Okay.
Those gents could not have been kinder. I love them live, and the reason being, just what Mike and you, Chris,
Yeah.
said. They got me through some very difficult times in my life.
Yeah.
With that being said, the radio station here, 98.9 The Rock, Kansas City, there were only 12 spots for meet and greets.
Oh.
Myself and my roommate, Scott Burrows,
Hi,
were
Scott.
13 and
Scott?
14. Yeah. No, he'll watch
Oh.
it. Yeah, he'll watch
Well,
it.
that's why I waved high.
Yeah. So anyway, Brent came to us at the very end of the line because we were the odd ducks out. We were 13 and 14,
Right.
which was only supposed to be a 12 spot on meet and greet. And Brent asked me like 6 times, "Is there anything we can do for you?" My jaw was on the floor because I'm meeting Brent Smith, the lead singer of Shinedown, my favorite
Yeah.
band.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get the words out of my head. And fortunately, my roommate, Scotty, he spoke up. He goes, "Hey, man, just keep spinning the tunes, man." And end of the day, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's why I love Shinedown. And that's all I'll say about Shinedown.
That's cool.
Well,
I'm
and
posting up.
those guys
Yeah.
are, as much as that is an embarrassing moment at the time, those guys are so used to that,
Yeah.
where somebody gets tongue tied. They
Yeah,
don't.
I
I don't
was-
think they think.
Mike, I was completely
things about-
tongue-tied. I
I've been
couldn't
there.
even formulate the words that I wanted to say to him. And I
I've
was
been there almost
embarrassed.
every time I met somebody that we
Yeah.
opened up for Pat Travers. Like that guy
Yeah,
was one of my
Pat Travers,
heroes
of course.
in the bluesy style of playing, right? I always
Yeah.
wanted to put emotion into my playing. There's nothing wrong with I put Megadeth in a category of, I used to call it typewriter rock, right? And that's really a bad way. I don't mean that in a bad way.
Yeah, I
mean
got
it
you.
like you have
I
to
got
be
you.
right on the key all the time. You got to be right on the beat. There's no room for real improvisation, right? I'm not saying their music doesn't have a swing or a feel to it, because it does. That's why I love them. But it's
Right.
very precise is the word I use now. I like the Pat Travers style of looseness, and I tried to incorporate that into our rock music, right? We had an edge to our music. It wasn't heavy metal, but it wasn't Matchbox 20, We were somewhere in
Yeah.
between.
It wasn't radio rock. I got you.
We could have easily made it on the radio.
We could have been radio rock. We were more, if I had to clarify us, we were rock and roll, but we were kind of like arena rock. We were, because I
Yeah.
always kind of say that we were Creed before Creed was discovered, because
We had
that's kind of
hooks.
how I wrote. Right. We had hooks, we had style. We had a little something.
Yeah.
We talked about it before, I think, with you, Don, where we'd come out, we'd play 3 songs in a row. I didn't say shit to the crowd. And it's just boom, boom, boom. And then when we're done with the 3rd song, everybody's just like, holy shit, we came to see this other band and these guys are the opening act. Who did we come to see?
And they rip it apart,
Because-
baby.
Because
Yeah.
we had some of the bands we opened for, we had to own our space and deliver right up front. And then once we did that, once we finished that 3rd song and everybody takes a big deep breath, you can feel the whole crowd go, oh wow, that was 3 songs back to back
Yeah.
to back. That was amazing.
Yeah, because
Now
some of
what?
the
Solid
bands
9
he's
minutes.
talking about are like Armored Saint, Sacred
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
Their fans
Yeah,
are
we
not
love
so
Armored Saint.
forgiving to seeing
No.
opening bands, right? So we made sure that when we came out, just like Chris said, the first 3 songs, we're like, we got to beat them over the head or we're going to
Mm-hmm.
lose them right away. You can't come out and play a 100 beat a minute song right off the bat. and when you're opening for a band that
Yeah. Start
plays
off with
thrash.
Master of Puppets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
So the night that we played with Pat Travers, he was all. I had the opposite of, like I had the "Don't meet your heroes" moment because he was all
Right.
coked up and didn't want to talk to anybody. And
Well,
I've
yeah.
since forgiven him for that because I went down that road myself. I had not
Me
been there
too,
yet,
brother.
right?
I hear you.
didn't
I
know
hear
what
you.
he was going through.
We've
at
been
the
there.
time.
Yeah. All three of us have been there. So,
Well, I haven't done coke, man. I've only
you're
drank.
right. Yeah. You just tasted it.
You became,
I watched. Oh,
Yeah, well,
oh, that's cocaine.
That's a good.
Oh, that's
a
crystal.
Good thing.
Oh,
brother.
that's freebasing. Okay, I had no idea.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
not Mike. Then
smoke,
Mike. I
smoke
mean,
your lungs out, man.
yeah.
Have
When I was around Nemesis, none of that was going on. It was some other bands I was in after the fact that I was. That's what freebasing is. Okay, I'm out. See ya.
Yep.
Yeah, good luck to you. So anyway, hey, Mike, to get back to what you were saying, and Chris, you as well, because you brought up Creed. The difference between Creed and Alter Bridge is one man,
Yeah.
and it's Miles
Yes.
Kennedy. And
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, Miles, like you were mentioning, Mike, he plays in a lower key, but he plays to where he plays emotion. Versus Mark
Are we
Tremonti.
talking Miles or Mark?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
Miles
I see-
Kennedy.
Okay, I see what you're saying now. Go
And
go ahead, I'm
then
sorry.
go to Mark Tremonti.
Badass.
He play. Yeah, I see it, brother. Yeah. I love him, my man. So anyway, Mark Tremonti. Yeah, I see it. Now you're making me jealous, man. So anyway, Tremonti plays more mechanical. So I totally get what you're talking about, Pat Travers. Yeah.
Yeah,
totally
I didn't want to ever lose that southern rock kind of looseness with the double stops and just being
Yeah.
able to put my own flavor on my
Yeah.
own music, right? So I didn't have to play the same solo the same way every time. I would always start it the same way, and I would pretty much end it the same way. And somewhere in the middle, it would keep you knowing what was going on, but I didn't have to play
You
it
are
note for
correct.
note, right?
Right.
Mark Tremonti is one of my favorite guitar players.
Oh, dude,
but
have
I
you ever
agree
met
with
Mark?
you.
Have you ever
No,
met him?
I never had the pleasure.
He's incredible, dude.
And Chris has
and he
told me.
sings Frank Sinatra. You did
Absolutely.
see my piece. Yeah.
I've listened to all that stuff, man, because it blew
Yeah,
me
me too.
away
About-
that number
about-
one, that he was interested in it, and number two, he was so good at it.
And number three, the Frank Sinatra folks that run the trust gave him the blessing to sing. Oh, you suck.
Now he's laying it on thick.
Yeah, I know he's got a lanyard hanging out, man. Afterwards,
It's a VIP pass.
I'm jealous.
Of course it was.
So anyway, yeah, the Frank Sinatra troupe gave him the blessing to do that, and he nails it. From fly me to the moon, man. Right
That's
out the gate,
awesome.
man. Fly me to the moon.
He does. And that first time I heard him doing Sinatra, I was like, shut the fuck up. That's not
Yeah,
Tremonti.
that's
And
what
saw
I
the
said.
video, I'm like, that's Tremonti.
That's Mark Tremonti, man.
Here's another squirrel. Here's another squirrel moment.
Oh,
Look at that. That's badass, dude.
That's 35 years old or 30 years
that's
old.
awesome, dude. Unbelievable.
And
When
it's
you gonna
not
send me
yellow.
that?
That's
Hey,
the only
I'll
one I
take the
got.
lanyard.
It's the only one I got, brother.
Well, you better save it.
This
dude.
this is the only Nemesis T-shirt I got. You got any, Mike?
I might.
No, you don't got to say me anything. I'm just kidding, man.
I might.
That's
No,
awesome.
I'm just saying that was the only that was a T-shirt. Like I saved memorabilia from our time, and really, ironically enough, the only two bands I saved shit was Nemesis and the last one I was in. But that's the thing. It's just that was because
Yeah, hey,
Nemesis
Chris,
was yeah.
I dug back on that, and I've seen. I think, if I remember right, I've seen some of your stuff live. I'm not sure if it's Nemesis or not.
You may have seen
You had
something
hair back
council.
then. You had a little
Yeah,
bit.
well, hair. I don't remember what that fucking was.
Yeah, me neither, brother. That's why I'm wearing the hat. See.
That was my very, very first band.
Yeah, you might have got one of those shirts for free had you come seen us live because he used to just throw them out.
Oh,
That with bumper stickers.
That's how he got the
Yeah.
crowd going. He'd look for the loudest, rowdiest person wherever we were at and
yeah, and throw it to him.
target them. Yeah,
There you go, my man. Ultra.
Oh, that's
Now,
cool.
now you're just rubbing it in, Chief.
that's cool, dude.
Epic, my man. Epic.
When did
It's
that
a comic
come out?
book. It's a comic book.
That's even better, dude. That's awesome. Dude.
That's
It's
so
it's
cool.
it's it's One Day Remains, but they did it comic booky.
That's
Can you see
really
it?
cool, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see.
So
it.
it's
Yeah.
it's a four album set. Find the Real, One Day Remains, Open Your
on
Eyes.
vinyl. Vinyl.
Yep. Burn It Down, Metal English, Broken Wings, and Loving Your Memory, Down to My Last, Watch Your Words, Shed My Skin, and The End Is Here. Now, The End Is Here.
Yep.
There is a part in that song at the 4-minute 30-second mark. Listen to it a few times. There's a harmonic that Tremonti does.
Yeah. I'm telling you,
He
brother.
just
The dude is a master.
I have I have a list. I have a song list that ties to running a half marathon. And if
Yeah.
that song comes on, I know I'm 2 songs away from finishing. And I look at the distance, and if I'm not there, I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to make it.
Hey man, it'll fire up your kick, man. You get Mark kicking on the guitar, dude. He's
it's-
unbelievable, man.
You mean Scott?
No, Scott's the drummer, dude.
You said yeah, you said you get Mark kicking on the drums. Scott's the drummer.
No, he said guitar.
Oh, I thought he said drums. Oh, my bad. I misheard.
Hold on, I'll rewind.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, man,
So
we
it
better
was-
have
it
his
was-
have his iPod checked.
He's
Yeah, it was-
multitasking on a level that's
I am.
most
I am.
people
I
can't
am.
even imagine.
It's a company called Z2 Comics. I
really
keep
cool,
bugging
man.
I keep bugging Miles and Tremonti's brother to have them come on the show, and they just don't want to talk to me. So
Yeah,
there's
come on,
that.
he's a super fan.
There's that.
Yeah. No, definitely.
got
Yeah,
all your
hey,
shit.
Mike, I'm with Chris on this. I'm a super fan with Ultra Bridge.
Really cool.
I am-
And Creed, of course.
I am too. He got
This
me
is-
into Alter Bridge. I hadn't really listened to him till we started doing this podcast, and he started
Yeah.
talking about it. So I went and downloaded their whole catalog and just listened to it at work till I got familiar with it, and I love it.
Now I see it.
And it's legit. It's the tour
I
of
see it,
horrors.
brother.
They
I
turn
see
into
it.
zombies. They turn into zombies on the tour.
Your wife's gonna kick our booty, Chris. You showing
she's
all
not.
your? Huh? Is she
I'm
there
not showing.
today?
I'm not showing my ass, man. She's at work, dude.
Yeah, don't show your ass. man.
It's at work, dude.
This PG-13, man.
Yeah, PG-13.
Yeah.
Now it gets tagged with explicit content every time it
Yeah,
gets
it
released,
got the
so-
big X.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, let's talk some Eagles.
Yeah, talk to me.
So I did
One of
share
my
some
favorite
Eagles.
bands.
Oh,
I saw
without.
the original Hell Freezes Over tour.
Yep, I did not.
And-
I never got to see him, Mike.
I spent.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me start this conversation real quick. now.
Yeah.
My dad introduced me to the Eagles, basically saying if you want to be a musician, listen to the Eagles,
This is
the Doors, Led Zeppelin, and the Rolling Stones, right? And
Yep.
the Beatles. The Beatles is the songwriter's blueprint. The Rolling Stones invented what we know as straight ahead rock and roll.
you are
Led
correct.
Zeppelin advanced on that on a level people are still trying to catch
Jimmy
up
Page,
to.
baby.
The Eagles, the harmonies, to me, I had to know if they could really do that live, right? So when they announced the Hell Freezes Over tour, I was about 22 or 23 years old. They played at Sun Devil Stadium. I
Yep,
paid
yep.
$100 a ticket in 1993 or 94.
And that's a
whenever
lot of
that
money
was.
back then, man.
Yeah, and I was poor. So,
Yeah, man.
but I had to know. And when I say that not only can they, the level
Don
that
Henley,
they can
brother.
deliver. Oh my God.
Don Henley. Don Henley.
Don
The level
Henley,
that
brother.
they can deliver live has only
Yep.
been matched in my eyes by a few other bands. Pantera
Very
was one
few.
of them. Metallica was one of them.
Yep.
The Eagles, Ted Nugent.
Yep. Sweaty
The-
Teddy, baby.
The level of live proficiency in their vocals was just mesmerizing.
Yeah. My dad got to see him. I think it might have been Hell Freezes Over. I think they came to Arrowhead. And wherever they were, he got to see the same tour, and said the exact same thing, man. And to hear Don Henley and Joe Walsh,
Oh,
Jesus, dude, that,
talk about feeling.
unbelievable, dude.
He gave
It
them
gives me
legitimate
chills
shit,
just
too.
sitting here thinking about it. Yeah. Pink champagne on ice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Enough.
See, my introduction to the Eagles was oh fuck, was it The Long Run? Was that an album? The Long Run?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that was the first. That was the first. I didn't remember if it was a song or an album. That was my first introduction to them. And then when I
It's
was in
both.
Illinois, over summer, I was staying at my uncle's house, aunt and uncle's house, and I was in the basement, and he had all his cassettes and stuff on an entertainment center, and I was going through it one day, because it's farmland. What are you fucking doing in a farmland? And I found the cassette, and I listened to it. I forget what album it was. Whatever album Desperado's on. But when Desperado came on,
Yeah,
I had
Desperado's
that,
awesome.
like, holy shit.
yeah.
I'm like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah.
this is badass. And I was older than I was, I don't know, maybe, yeah, it was 8th to 9th grade. And I was like, wow. I didn't, because I had The Long Run when I was a kid, like 8 or 9 years old. And that's why I love the song now. And I think The Long Run has In the City.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yep.
So that you and I have talked about that, Mike. That song was always been one of my favorites, just because the way it builds up, you know, with the beginning, and then when you
Crescendo.
tie them,
Yes.
and then when you tie the movie to the Warriors to it at the ending scene where they, you know, when we come to the ocean, we're home, and then they just climb over that ridge of dirt, and there's the ocean, and then ding, that note hits on the drums, and just boom.
You
It's
hear
just,
that
you
opening
know,
riff.
right?
Dun-dun.
Yep.
Yep.
It's
yeah.
magic, man. It's magic. And then Don Henley's solo stuff I thought was pretty legit too.
Yeah.
Oh, no question.
You know?
Chris, definitely. Yeah, Don Henley's solo stuff is epic.
He strikes me as a fucking prick, though. I'm just saying, as an individual human.
Yeah.
you
I
know,
don't know him as
I
a
don't.
human.
I don't think he doesn't look very approachable at all.
You never
No.
know.
I mean, that's just me. You know.
Maybe he's got
And the
male
fact that-
resting bitch face.
Yeah, and the fact that they were the house band for Linda Ronstadt for years. You know. A lot of people don't know that, right? That they were the house band for Linda Ronstadt and the sister musicians and shit.
Yep.
But
They
that's
were.
how they got so good at what they did. You know.
So where
I
you
had
want to go
another-
next? Garth Brooks? You want to go Garth?
We can go Garth. Garth changed the face of country music.
No
He
question.
changed everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, country music. Yeah, he definitely changed the face of country. He opened it up for pop rock country, which is not a good thing on some
Well,
levels.
he took all the ideas from Kiss's arena rock show and turned it into a
Right.
country arena rock
He
show.
did.
He did,
took it
for
straight out
sure.
of Gene.
And he-
Gene,
yeah.
Gene Price, man.
Yep.
Gene Price
And
said,
yeah.
He says, I
well,
was a
Garth, you
huge
owe
Kiss
me.
fan. It's not something he tried to hide, though. He said he admitted it. I'm a huge Kiss
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah. So anyway,
Have you seen him?
Oh,
you
yeah,
seen him,
I've never
Don?
seen him.
I've seen
Okay.
Garth twice in Vegas, twice here in KC, and
Yeah, we've
every
seen him
time
twice.
it's just. I'm sorry.
Well, I think Nick and I have seen him twice.
Yeah. So and every time it's just been a big long sing along, and I love that part. You know, even with his slide guitarist may miss a key. His drummer may miss a key.
But you don't know it unless you're a musician.
Well, I
you don't
can hear it.
recognize that shit.
No, I can hear it.
I know, but
Yeah.
for the most
the
part though,
average person.
most right.
Yeah, most people
Average
wouldn't.
person's not picking that shit up.
No.
No, you
And
just
they're-
yeah.
and
Because
they're-
there's no show that's flawless. Don't be fooled, boys and girls. There's a chink in the armor somewhere at every single show that's ever played by any band, because it's how it is. Like they're
Unless
just
what? Unless
And that's why I love live. Yes, live.
Unless
The
what, Mike? I
music,
don't know.
not
if
band.
you go to a live
Not-
show
not
and
band.
it's flawless,
right.
what's the problem with that show?
Yeah.
Oh,
it-
it's not live.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That's
not
what I was
live,
looking
Chris.
Yeah,
you
it's
got
not
it.
live.
And Mike, it's being studio tracked.
Well, him and I know we've played
lip sync.
thousands of shows. None
Yeah.
of them were perfect. Right?
No, and that's why I love live music.
Absolutely.
Right.
Exactly.
But the audience thinks they're perfect. Even the people that see us probably
they're all
100
sing-along
times.
drunk, but-
Right. But you don't. If you're an audience, and you love a music regardless, you're gonna notice subtle subtle variances in a band's show because you're just not. You're too engaged in what's going on.
Hell, we can step to the next band, AC/DC.
Oh my
Um,
God, I
I've
had the
even-
pleasure of seeing them.
Yeah, me too. I just
I never saw him.
Oh,
I know.
Chris.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Perfect.
Oh, brother.
It's not because he
Yeah.
didn't want to. That's why I'm not dissing him. He would have went if somebody offered.
Man, I'll flip you the 100,
Thank you.
100
Nice
if you want to
recovery.
go see it, man.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
No, I'm good.
It's not like he doesn't like AC/DC. I'd
No, I
hammer
do.
him for
Yeah.
that.
So
Yeah, no, I
anyway,
love AC/DC.
we get back to
You do.
Chinks in the Armor.
Yeah.
I've even seen Angus. Angus, he plays like Mike, what I was talking about.
Loose.
Mm-hmm.
He plays emotional, not mechanical.
Yes.
And I've heard him miss notes,
That's what
He'll
happens
hit-
when you that way of playing.
He'll hit a
is-
C instead of an E by accident.
that way of playing is dangerous, Don. That's why I love
Yeah,
it, right?
exactly.
You're gonna make mistakes, but you're
Yeah,
also
exactly.
going to do. You're gonna do what I call happy accidents, right? I stole that from Bob Ross. I got his little bobblehead right
Yeah,
here.
I love Bob Ross, dude.
Oh, right on.
So
Paperman.
when you play loose
got big
as
truck.
a guitar player, you
Yeah.
make what I like to call happy accidents more than you make mistakes. To the
Yes.
point where you're jamming along and everything's predictable, and all of a sudden you, as the player, go, "Wow, what was that? That was awesome!"
Yeah, oops.
right?
Yep, that works.
That's how
That
Angus
is true,
plays.
my man.
It's that loose and kind of, behind the beat ever so slightly, and what's going to happen next.
Well, and Angus, he goes out. I don't know if you've watched any of the videos of semi-recent, but
Oh yeah, I watched
he's
that.
picking it out on that thrust that goes out to the crowd, and he's doing his kick, doing the Angus thing, and you're bound to miss a goddamn string. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, you're
He's skipping
basically
across
doing
the
the
pitch.
Chuck Berry duck walk and
Yeah,
playing
definitely.
guitar at the same
Barry's
time.
duck walk. Epic, my man. That is exactly right.
Did
I'm
you ever
texting
s-
Jake.
Here's
so you know.
another band that I saw 9 or 10 times because the first time that I saw him, talk about a sing-along. Did you ever see Steve Miller?
Yes, I saw Steve Miller at. They used to have a big festival in Kansas City at the Liberty Memorial. It's World War I National Museum.
Okay, now
Um,
I want to ask you a question about that concert.
Yeah.
Here's what blew me away because Steve Miller's recordings, and it's very important when your music was recorded for a lot of people,
Yes.
right? Led Zeppelin is an exception to the rule in that Jimmy Page was a studio master long before anybody else was.
Unbelievable.
What blew me away about Steve Miller was the drumming is outstanding in his band, but it never gets portrayed in the album the way it should, right? Because
Because of a studio musician?
Yeah, well, no, they didn't have the recording capabilities to make the drums sound big and fat like
Yeah,
they
to make
do
'em pop.
live, right?
To make 'em
okay.
pop.
His drummer
got you.
blew me away, Don.
Well,
Isn't Steve Miller's godfather Les Paul?
Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
yeah, I'm pretty sure we looked that up one time on the
Yeah,
podcast
yeah.
to make sure that was true.
Yeah. Yeah. I just random thought.
But
popped in my head.
20,000 people were louder than the band about 80% of the time because everybody knows every word to every one of those.
Every
songs.
Steve Miller song. You are correct. So do I.
Well, it's like John Mellencamp. Mike and I saw
I
John
was
Yeah,
Mellencamp.
getting
yeah.
ready to
Yeah.
go there, brother. So
And-
Scooter,
the-
man.
and-
He's Bad Motor Scooter, man. Yeah.
And here's the story about Mellencamp Live. Mike and I have talked about this a lot because it's fucking amazing.
It is.
So drummer Kenny's back there drumming, right?
Yep.
And you can hear him break his snare. Okay, he breaks his snare.
He
By the
popped
time
his
he
can.
right, but by the time he brings his hand back up and drops back down, his drum tech already swapped out the snare.
God
head.
damn, that's a good
That
tech,
quick.
dude.
And
That
Mike
is
and I,
awesome.
no shit. Mike and I were at the show. We both caught
Wow.
it, and after and like both. Fuck me.
Pull and replace,
You want to
baby.
talk
Pull and
about a
replace.
tight band and a
in
drum
less
tech?
than a beat, that guy swapped that
Yeah,
snare.
yeah.
That's amazing.
And it's not like he's just. I mean, it was. I forgot what song it was, but that. And then later in that show, the house lights come on, and Mellencamp steps back from the microphone, and the entire crowd just sings the song back to him.
Yep.
That's
See,
just
that's live. man.
And then he
That's
bowed
the-
back
yeah.
to the crowd.
Exactly
It
what
was
yeah,
so cool.
yeah, yeah. And I've seen him
So-
probably twice since, and the last one was absolutely so bad I'll never
Okay.
see him again.
Let's not get off
No.
that. I got to find this.
No,
real
I'm
quick
sorry,
because I-
Chris.
Yeah, you're
That-
good. You're good. That's not your fault. It's his fault. He
Yeah.
sounds like shit. He smokes too
Well,
much.
He should have.
It destroyed his voice.
Yeah, he should have stepped away from the cigarette.
Okay, so this is actually he just released this statement within the last week because he's going back out on tour.
I know,
So
I saw
talk
it.
about real,
Yeah.
raw, and relevant again.
Right.
His quote is, "I was playing to 20,000 people and everybody was drunk and I was just kind of the cheerleader. I just thought I'm here to be a musician. This is not being a musician. This is being a fucking clown. I don't want to be a fucking clown." So, what is your guys' opinion
Nah.
on, and Chris knows mine, if you have written songs that spoke to a generation and now it transcended to another generation
Yes.
generation, you
Yes.
owe those fans the same performance that Chris and I saw in 1993 or 4,
Yep.
where people
Yep.
were dancing in the aisles. I get goosebumps every time I think about
Right
standing
now.
next to him at that show.
Yep.
It's the same experience I had with Scott at ZZ Top. I did not expect. I knew they were going to be good. I didn't know they were going to change my
Yeah.
life. There's certain
Oh,
concerts that
ZZ
changes
is
your life.
badass, man.
Fucking right they are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
Mellencamp show, and Mike and I will agree, and I've told this 1,000 times when I'm asked, when somebody asks you what was the most entertaining concert you've ever been to, it's a loaded question because there's so many, but that show that Mellencamp did by far, from an entertainment standpoint, I'm not talking about the musician, I'm not talking about the songs, I'm not talking about the
Right.
history, the catalog of the music,
Right.
just that moment in time, pure entertainment
I'm
for
here.
a rock and roll
They're-
show
we're in
was
the same building.
Mellencamp.
We're
was
still talking
Mellencamp.
about it 35 years later, like
Right.
we were
Yeah,
there
exactly,
yesterday.
man. Yeah.
Right. And then Garth Brooks has that from a country level standpoint. If the
You
most
are
entertaining country concert I've ever been to, and he did it in Phoenix at where the Suns play. I forget what it's called now.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah.
was doing back to back shows. He was doing 2 shows a night.
Yep.
He was doing a 6 o'clock, played for 3 hours, and then came
Take a
back
break.
on. I think and then came back on an hour later and played. And we caught the second show, and it was unbelievable,
It's a giant
just
sing-along.
unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
Let's step back to what Mike was reading.
Okay.
I'll step
okay, yep.
into Aaron Lewis.
Oh yeah.
He's got an angelic voice, and when he performs, when he's on and not yelling at the
Right.
crowd,
Right.
good,
Yeah.
top notch. But I will not go see him just because of what Mike just read, because he
Yeah.
doesn't appreciate the people that put him on that stage.
Thank you.
Geez,
Thank you.
You know,
Which is why the gracious musicians, we talked about this with Lemoyne Alexander, who was a
Correct.
rap producer in the 90s, and he was attached to every rap artist you can think of in the 90s. No joke.
Right.
Think of a 90s rap artist, Lemoyne was attached to him in some way, shape, and form. It's the same way. The more gracious and humble the musician is, the longer and more loved they are. If you're a fucking asshole, you're going to talk about them being an asshole as opposed to any other thing.
Oh,
Here's
it'll
a
come
great-
out threefold easy.
Here's a great quick example, and we won't name names because
Yeah.
we're above that. But
Yeah.
Right.
Chris just named a name because Lemoyne has come on here twice with platinum albums hanging behind him.
I've seen him.
He has
Yeah,
no
yeah,
reason
I've seen
to
it.
talk to
Yeah.
Chris and Mike, right?
No.
He couldn't have been more gracious. Another example
Tech
is a
Nine
young-
won't show up. Hey,
here's
trust
another
me.
example. So option B is a young and up and coming artist who is an incredible guitar player and probably going to make it, but hasn't made it yet. They don't have the platinum albums hanging behind them,
Right.
and they were too busy and too good to talk to us, right? And that's fine. Move on,
That's,
you know.
that's
Yeah.
sad, bro.
But it's
But
true.
I would like to tell that kid,
Right.
you need to follow Lemoyne's example in that he's been there, done that, has no reason to talk to us, has the money in the bank, still making the music, and was as joyous
He
to be
doesn't-
on here as
You know,
are
Mike,
right
he
now.
doesn't forget his roots,
Thank
and
you.
that's why I brought up Tech Nine, because Tech Nine is from Kansas City, and every label told him, nope, too fast, nope, you ain't gonna make it.
Yep.
So he started his own label, and he's huge. I mean, look up Tech Nine. on YouTube.
Yeah.
Man, he's everywhere.
Yeah.
And sometimes
So-
that's what you have to do. That's what we're doing here, right?
Yeah.
Nobody came and knocked on our door and said, "Hey, would you guys do a
Nope,
podcast
nope,
and interview some people?"
nope.
So we started our own, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Which-
damn straight.
I don't know why
Hey,
they. I don't know
you
why
know
they
who
didn't.
else?
I think
You
they're
know
going
who
to
else
regret it.
started their own podcast? Oh, the
Who?
Kelsey brothers
Oh,
started.
fuck the Kelsey brothers, man. I am
Oh
so
man,
tired.
no man.
I am
mean,
I
so
knew that was
I
coming.
am so tired of the Kelsey brothers, man. And you want to know
They're
why?
everywhere on
You want to know
YouTube.
why? I'm gonna tell you why, Don.
Yahoo.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. Jason Kelsey's nothing without his brother. Jason Kelsey was just a center on our football team until Travis started dating Taylor Swift. Haters, you can hate, but it's a fact. Nobody fucking talked about
That's a
Jason
song, by the
Kelsey.
way.
I know nobody talked
just-
about
I'm just-
Jason.
I'm just
No,
kidding,
but
man.
think about it. Tell me if I'm wrong. Nobody talked about Jason Kelsey until Travis started dating Taylor. The only reason Jason Kelsey's on pregame is because of his brother. The only reason Jason Kelsey's on commercials is because of his brother. The only reason Jason Kelsey's got a podcast is because of his brother, which is fine. But you cannot tell me that if Travis never dated Taylor Swift, you would not have the conversation as relevant with Jason and Travis Kelsey. Travis Kelsey,
Well,
a
yeah,
bad.
well-
Hold on. I know. Hold on. Travis Kelsey's a badass motherfucker tight end. His first 4 years in the NFL, he was like, motherfucker, get out of my way. I'm running you over. A great football player, 100%. But because of his dating with Taylor Swift, number one, it kind of tilted
It skewed
the NFL
things.
viewers. It skewed things big time, and it tilted the NFL viewership, which is fine. Women can love football, all that kind of jazz. I'm not saying that, but it changed the way football is perceived. It turned it into drama. It turned it into a reality show. Whereas before, football first, Hard Knocks shows the behind the scenes shit, and you
Ray
love
Nitschke, baby. Yeah.
right. That's what I'm saying.
Terry
That's
Bradshaw.
football.
I love
That's
it
what
when
I'm
somebody
saying.
hits his hot button issues.
That's what I'm saying, Don. But because what the world decided that we have to pay attention to Travis and Taylor, it changed everything.
You
and
turned his face red,
it changed and it changed everything in a negative way, because look at the NFL now as opposed to what it was 5 years ago. And I'm
No,
not
it's
saying it's
under
just
a microscope.
exactly, which is fucking bullshit. It's a fucking game. You go play the game, you hit people, you light them up. Now there's people, the referees suck so bad now that's the conversation you have Tuesday morning instead of about the game. You're not
Yeah,
talking
here's-
about the game. You're
Here's
talking about the
thing
bullshit
I'm
the
gonna
refs
agree
do.
with you on.
Okay.
For 4 years, he
I'm
looked
done.
like, and no. That's I love it when somebody hits your hot button issues, man.
I think we hit his hot button, Mike.
That's why people love listening to this show. You know,
No, it's awesome,
Sometimes
man.
you hit my
Yeah.
hot button issue. Sometimes you're gonna hit his.
Right,
One thing
right.
I'll agree with him on is there's the potential that you would have said Travis Kelsey was one of the best tight ends to ever play the game for 4
Yep.
years, and then he would have faded into existence, right? That
Right.
potential for his timeline was possible. I'm not going to disagree with Chris on that.
Right.
So what you said, Don, is the dating of the superstar definitely skewed him to be a superstar maybe longer than he would have otherwise, right?
Right.
because
yeah,
And
this
it's
year,
and
This year,
and
would
it's a
you have
super-
talked
it's
about
a-
Travis Kelsey?
no. He had an off year. And it skews the reason he's a superstar. He should be known for football, not for who he dates. Period. I don't care who you are in the NFL or in basketball or in baseball for that matter, or in hockey or
Right.
the Olympics. It doesn't matter who you date, man. It's what you do on the field. It's what you're known for. You're this person. You're Travis Kelce, this motherfucking tight
you
end who's going to be
leave
in
the
the Hall of
grit
Fame.
on the gridiron.
Right. Without the Super Bowls, he's still getting in the Hall of Fame because he has the numbers
Oh,
that
yeah.
he's produced
He's
year and
definitely
year and
a
year
good pick.
until this year. Kind of like Aaron Rodgers didn't do shit this year. Aaron Rodgers should have left when he blew his knee out in New York and just called it a day. I'm done. Russell Wilson's going to continue playing. What's he doing? He's tainting his legacy. He's taking away his second ballot Hall of Fame entry.
What about Josh Allen?
Josh Allen is a new Dan Marino.
Dan Marino.
He
He's
is.
the new fans, huh?
He is. Look at it. He can't get past the first round of the playoffs.
Man,
Maybe
I
he's-
was pulling for Chris. I was pulling. For
I
him
was
this
too.
year.
I like
was.
Josh Allen.
And
I
with
do
my
too.
Chiefs out now, he's always.
That's what I'm
bridesmaid,
saying.
Never
That's what I'm saying though. With the Chiefs gone, this was Josh Allen's
This
year.
was
Now
his.
all anybody talks about is the referees fucking up that call
Yeah,
and talking about how
you are
Josh
correct.
Allen and
I
how
read it
Josh
every
Allen
day, dude.
right and how Josh Allen cried afterwards and how Sean McDermott, I was standing up for my team. That's why you got fired, Sean McDermott. Shut the fuck up. You're a coach.
Yep.
You take the good and the bad. You were on the wrong side of it this year. You were on the wrong side of it last year. So be it. The referees are inconsistent to the point that they're going to call the game the first through 3 quarters, touching, grab, handling, blocking the hands and shit.
Yeah.
Then
Yep.
it comes last 5 minutes, fourth quarter. You do this. Oh, God, fucking flag. You got to call the game consistent from the beginning to the end, period. If you're going to let them hand
four
fight,
quarters.
right. If you're going to let them hand fight in the first quarter, they're fucking hand fighting in the fourth quarter because it's not fair. It's going to go one way or the other, and it's going to
I
affect
agree
the
with
game.
you, and
And
here's
it
why.
has.
Because I watch college basketball as much as I watch the NFL, right? And the one
Yeah.
thing
Right.
that
I
I would
love
say,
college basketball too, Mike.
okay, so
I'm a Hawks
tell-
fan, man.
tell me if I'm wrong here. When you watch a college basketball game, to Chris's point, there will be games, especially in, what do I want to say, the Big East. There's a lot of, that's like a contact game.
Well, it's East
right?
Coast, baby. They're physical.
So if you start watching a game and they're allowing them to be super physical, the whole game's that way. They don't change at halftime and say, okay, now we're going to call the
Now.
game tight. They do that in football. I agree with Chris
Yes.
and Spade.
And it's
I
bullshit.
did too.
It
And
is.
then when it comes to the playoffs, you'll hear it this season. When it comes to the playoffs, the commentators will make the statement that the referees said they're going to let them play today. Well, fuck you, dude. You can't do that. They're used to playing a certain way all year long. It becomes muscle
Exactly.
memory. I cannot touch. I cannot go
For
over. I
17
can't
games,
go around.
we've
I
played
can't
this way.
If my head's not if my head's not turned around, I'm going to get flagged. You can't change it. That's the biggest problem with the officiating is it's inconsistent, and that then lingers to it takes you to the fact that people think it's rigged, which I go back to. Would Tom Brady really let Eli Manning be his bitch twice?
And then they
Don't
go
think
back
so.
to betting, and then and then,
Right. But that's the
It's all
problem with allowing
complicated.
betting in football. You can't. That's what happened when they open
So-
up betting like they have. Go ahead,
So
Mike.
you'll appreciate this. I'm going to segue you all the way back to music.
Okay,
that's
right on.
the
Yeah,
same-
come on with it. Come on.
That's the no.
We're
that's
here
the
to talk
same,
about music, not football.
It's the
I'm
same
sorry,
bait
guys.
and
I got bent
switch.
off.
It's all good, man. That's
Hold on,
what
Don.
we,
Hold on,
That's what we
Don.
do.
We got to hear what he's saying.
That's the same bait and switch as John Mellencamp writing all those great songs, and then you
Yeah.
going to see him play them live, and he strips them down to an acoustic set, and he plays them
Yeah.
at a different tempo and in a different key because,
Oh,
to
I got a
Chris's
story
point,
for you, Mike.
he smoked way too much, and he can't sing the way he used
Right, he
to
can't.
or bring that
Yes.
same energy.
Can't
as I
hold-
sit here and smoke.
can't
I
hold the
understand, but
tin,
I'm not
man.
a singer.
Okay,
But it's
here.
true.
So,
Yep. Go ahead, Doc.
this gets back to your Mellencamp story, Mike.
Okay.
Okay.
We had Rob Zombie here one year.
I saw him too, by
Yeah,
himself.
yeah,
playing
and
Rob
I've
Zombie.
seen the full-on Rob and the stripped-down Rob. Well,
He was naked. You saw Rob Zombie naked.
no, I didn't see him. No, Sherry Moon maybe, but no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, yeah, he showed up, and our rock station was anticipating the full-on Rob Zombie, full show with the pyro and everything. No, he showed up with a guitar. None
I
of
was
that.
like, what the? Not to interrupt, but I'm
No,
like, what's this?
Chris,
What's this
man,
fucking? No. I was like, what's
it
this fucking
pissed off
sound?
Johnny Dare so much, man. I couldn't.
No. I have a squirrel moment. You can hear the background.
Yes.
Like,
No.
what the hell is that? It's a
What is
street
that?
sweeper. It's a street
Yeah.
sweeper.
Oh yeah, I can hear it.
Are they in your
No, I can hear
backyard?
it. Yep, I can hear it.
There's a street sweeper. I'm like,
In
what,
your
what is this?
backyard?
Am I? Oh, in my front yard.
What are they sweeping up pine cones in Arizona?
I don't know. I was like, what the hell? There's a street sweeper. Who would have thought? In a rural neighborhood, they got a fucking street sweeper.
Is that the first time you've ever?
Maybe
seen
they're getting
that?
the sand off the street.
I've seen it every now and then, like after like when major storms and shit, but not in the middle of fucking 11:30 on a
Yeah, I
Friday
was gonna say,
morning.
man, it's the middle of the afternoon, dude.
And it's nice blue skies, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Not like it's doing in your neck of the woods.
Oh,
fellas.
dude. No, hey, Chris, I fired up. Had to go get 40-in-1 premix for my snowblower,
Oh, right
and
on.
I'd fire it up. Now I haven't fired the damn thing up in 3 years,
Wow.
so I'm surprised it worked.
I told Mike to get his. We have similar leaf blowers, hurricane strength leaf
Yeah,
blowers.
yep, I got one.
I told him I want him blowing the
You ain't
snow
have
with
one?
a leaf blower, and I want a video of it. I want a video of him outside with the snow.
We got the backpack.
I
you know,
told
with
him
the
I
snow-
got-
yeah.
No. I told
Mine
him-
has the backpack. Mine
I
has
don't
the
have-
backpack.
I don't have a backpack. I told him I
I
got to
just
get
got the
somebody to
handheld
shoot the
one.
video because it's hard to video yourself and blow.
Yeah.
Well, but you live near family. You just have Steele come over. What are you doing, Steele? Nothing. Come over here, man. Hold this
Nothing.
camera. Hold my phone.
He'll
Hold
do
my phone while I blow the snow. Chris wants a video,
He'll do it.
and then we're gonna put it up on the Instagram page. You know,
All
and then
right,
I'll
hey,
do one.
before-
And then I'll do one in
before we get-
Arizona, and there'll
What?
be no snow. I'll do one in Arizona,
No.
so we have side by side.
Yeah, everything stops in Arizona when it snows.
He sent me
Oh,
his
everything
horrible
stops when it
weather
rains,
forecast
man.
last night, Don.
It spits.
Yeah,
All
my
right,
forecast. Yeah. Go ahead, Don.
Before we get to
Too far
too
off
involved.
topic.
yeah, that's fine. I love off topic. Works for me.
We're just
Anyway.
talking here.
Let's talk Metallica.
Okay. Oh,
They
really?
are-
Metallica.
Amen, brother.
Quite possibly
I'm kidding.
I know you are, brother.
Okay.
My favorite band ever. When I first heard Metallica, it was on. Buddy of
Rock.
mine had it on cassette. in
I
his
heard
car.
Ride the
Now,
Lightning.
see, this I like where this is going
Yeah, it
because
was
I have
Ride the
something to
Lightning.
inject.
It might have been Ride the
Okay.
Lightning.
Okay.
And I'm going. You know, I was all into Leonard Skinner back then.
Right.
In '70s bands.
Two
And man, he fires up some Metallica.
wind.
And I'm going, what the fuck is this, man? Man, I'm telling you, Metallica changed my life. And
Me too, brother.
Was that
Unfortunately-
was that the gateway to your downward
You
spiraling
what, Master
path?
of Puppets? What are you talking about?
No, I'm just asking you. I'm
Am
just
I
asking you
breakfast on a
if Metallica. No. I want to know if Metallica. Listen to Metallica was opened the door to your chaos in life.
No,
Okay.
no, to answer your question.
Okay. Good. I wanted that because I want people to understand music's not an influence on human behavior. That's why I asked
No,
that.
not at all.
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Ever.
It kept me
'Cause
from
there's
doing
people
the
that think
opposite.
that.
Breakfast on a mirror.
Well, no, but there's people that think that. That's why I asked that because
I know.
we all know your background. We all know you've been there, done that. But that's because you introduced to that song. That's why I wanted to put those two pieces together, and you answered the question properly.
They didn't drive you to a life of crime.
Right. That's my
No.
point. That's my
No,
point.
I'm
Because
glad you brought that up, man.
yeah, because Tipper Gore would have said otherwise.
Yeah. The fact you
BMR
listened to
station.
Metallica, you became a
Street Sweeper's
criminal.
coming back. Hold on.
Hey, somebody should have put a rag in her head. But
So when is the
Typical.
first time that
Amen,
you got
brother.
to see him live, Don?
It
was
would have been,
1988 for me.
1986. He opened up for, or Metallica opened up for Ozzy on the Ultimate Sin tour.
Shut the front
86,
door.
baby. And,
Shut the
and
front door.
Yeah, he had to
Wow.
kick him off that tour.
That's the real deal, man.
Well, I heard that. I heard they had to kick him off the tour because they were disrupting his crowd.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
dude.
he was
Yeah,
too. They were too good. That
They were
was-
too
wow.
good.
Wow.
And Ozzy, man, you know, you're
Ozzy's
talking-
Ozzy. Well, back then he was
Ozzy
higher than a
is-
kite. and-
this-
He was
yeah.
just coming out of a rough period. in
This
his
was
career.
86. You
Yeah,
are correct, Mike.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's sweating on the stage and doing Ozzy back and forth.
right.
But Metallica just crushed it. It was on Master of Puppets, by the way.
Yep.
And they had the Master of Puppets, all the guard behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Epic.
So here's why I want to go with Metallica, and
Yeah.
and I'm not dissing Lars for what he did with Napster because now, you know what, 30 years later we
Who's
understand
Lars?
the important. We understand the important. Well, we understand the importance of him doing that.
It is important. You are correct.
But
That's
Metallica
stealing.
was not played.
Stealing, my man.
Metallica was not played on the radio,
No.
right? No. Okay.
Well,
okay.
other than Johnny
but-
Derrick.
Okay. No, but no. Hold on though. Metallica was not played on the radio on a whole. So the way Metallica
Yeah.
grew in fans and in sales was bootlegs. Kids would
Yes.
copy. Kids would record the shows. They would record their cassette tapes and then start selling their friends and shit. That's how Metallica climbed out of the gutter of a garage band to where they are. So the irony of what Lars did, again, I'm not slamming Lars because what he did was needed to be done, and he was right.
You are
he was
correct.
totally right. But it seemed ironic to me at the time that Lars was going after somebody who's allowing bootlegging of music when the reason they got where they were is because of bootlegging music.
Bootlegging and music. You
Following
are
me?
correct.
I'm
Yep.
so glad that you brought that up, Chris, because we did not make that point the last time that we talked
No,
about
we didn't.
this. And that is such an important point to the reason that people revolted against Metallica. Because
Right.
if you're old enough, like the three of us are,
Yeah.
to have been there from the
You
beginning,
get bootleg
Yeah.
tapes handed to you
that
by
band would not
friends
have
at school?
existed if somebody had not handed one of us a
You're
cassette
damn straight.
of No
Right.
Life Till Leather or Ride
Right.
the Lightning or
Right.
whatever. You know, people were
Right.
copying and handing out. There was no radio play until MTV came along and played
Right.
one, and now
Yeah.
you're talking 1988, right? They started in
Yep.
1981.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it was almost
Yeah.
10 years later before the music ever got to be on any kind of media that the average person would see. That's such an important point.
And the other cool thing about that, I remember Metallica basically staying from their camp because you again, but back in the day where MTV took that mysterious away from you as a viewer, as a listener, because all of a
You
sudden
are
you could
correct.
see your rock heroes in front of you. Metallica made a point, their camp anyway, that we're never going to be in our videos. So when they finally showed up in the videos, I was like, come on, man. Like you said you weren't going to do that, and now you're doing that. I like the fact that one was one without the band in it at all. It was
Yeah.
Well,
just
there's
this
two
whole...
versions. They
Yeah,
got
the
the Jam
OG
version
video
that
is
has
awesome.
them, and then they have the one that's based on Johnny's Got His Gun or Johnny Got His Gun.
Right. Well, that's the one I'm relating to because I never saw the other one when, for whatever reason, if they had two out at the same time, I only saw the Johnny Got a Gun version. I never
They have
saw
a
the other
jamming
part of it.
version where they're in a warehouse. It's in black and white, just like the other one.
Okay. But yeah, that's I mean that's the whole point I wanted to bring when you brought up Metallica. I mean, but yeah, first time I saw Metallica was with the Phoenix International Raceway. It was with the Guns N' Roses where they were touring together
yep.
and act.
Yeah,
and Metallica fucking destroyed Guns N' Roses. Axl was an hour and a half late.
I would agree.
Yeah, Metallica I was
They
just
destroy everyone live.
yeah.
They just do.
And I wasn't even close to this stage. Like we were. It was such a mad. I mean, 100,000 people, and I'm probably in the the 80,000th row, and it's just like, it's from all the way back there. It's just.
And,
it's
and you're in the
unbelievable.
damn
energy.
desert, man. It's hotter than balls.
Didn't you?
Well, it's nighttime. It was
Didn't you
nighttime.
guys
so it
go
wasn't too
Still
bad.
hot.
Didn't you and I go
What,
to
Mike?
see them on the Load tour?
We may have. That was the first time I saw them.
Here,
I think
here,
you and I
let-
saw them on the Load tour as well.
Yeah. Okay. It's
Let's
I know
possible.
Scott
go
was
back
with
to
me.
the
I thought you guys
Metallica-
were too.
I
back
probably
to
was.
the Metallica GNR tour.
Yeah.
You know who
yeah.
the opener was for us in KC? Body Count, baby.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cop Killer?
Cop Killer,
Yeah.
man. And,
Wow.
and Ice-T sung it, man.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that controversy? Holy shit.
Oh, it was huge, dude.
Ice-T was
And
brilliant for that.
everybody- Everybody was cool to the cops, and they
Well, yeah,
ignored it.
but that was
It-
Ice-T's
it's still-
brilliance. That
And
was
now he's
Ice-T's
played a
brilliance.
cop on TV for 25 years.
Right? And he lives where Nikki
Exactly. Mike.
he lives where
He
Nikki's
plays the
school
cop.
is.
It's the craziest thing ever.
Yeah, he lives in Chandler, Arizona. In the Ocotillo Lake area.
For real?
Not-
People run
Ice-T
into him
lives
and
in
post him.
Chandler.
Yeah. People run into him and
Well, why don't you get him on the show?
because I don't know him. These people just run into him. I've seen people
He's
post
Ice-T,
like, oh,
man. I
Rented
would
Ice-T at
forgive him for
Safeway.
not wanting to come on the Chris and Mike show. But if
Yeah.
you want to, Ice-T, you're welcome. I met
Yeah.
you in Smitty's in 1993.
Outstanding, Smitty's.
Smitty's, man.
That's a record store, right? Smitty's.
no, it's a
Grocery
general store.
Oh,
Kind of like a Walmart,
okay,
marketplace,
gotcha.
because it had all the things. It had a little restaurant in there. Then you had
Yeah.
like, the food stuff, and you had like some casual clothes like jeans and shit like that.
Yeah.
Kind of like that store, Yellow Front.
Kind of like the new Bucky. Well, the older Bucky's, just smaller. The
I've never been to
GGNY
Bucky's, but
Bucky.
I'll agree with you. I've never been to Bucky's.
The
Even
extent
there's
of
a
our
Buc-ee's here.
conversation was, "You're Ice-T," and he said, "That's what they tell me."
That's what they say.
See, I think it's more powerful when you meet somebody that is on that level. I'm not gonna say famous because fame is a loaded word, but
Right.
somebody on a different level. If you're not all shucks, it's more of a genuine interaction than oh my god.
Chris,
Yeah.
Here's a prime example, and I've never met her personally,
Okay.
but I know a lot of people that have met her. Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm.
Yo, she's fucking awesome.
She is the real deal, man.
Women singers,
Can
man. Oh,
do anything. Can sing.
she could do anything to me.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. on
I'd have to
that.
have Nikki's permission.
Me too.
But yeah, women singers,
Me
man.
too.
Yeah, I'd have to have permission.
I don't need no permission.
Honey.
Yeah, we'll send her your way, Mike.
All right.
No, she
Yeah.
she is. Her and the boys are incredible. I love all four of them. I've seen them multiple times. I've never got to meet any of them, but
Yeah.
She's what I like to call good for music, right? She's a
Oh.
fan,
Mhm.
you know,
huge fan.
no ego, just likes to
No,
That's what I always appreciated about Chris. He was like, let's just jam. You know, those were
Yeah.
the kind of people I was looking for. I don't want a bunch of drama. Life's full of drama. We're here to have a
Yeah,
good
we
time.
got
Let's
enough.
just fucking jam.
Yeah, I agree, brother.
Every band I was in, when people would argue, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Let's just go jam. Let's just go play music.
That's
why we're
exactly
here.
what he
It's like,
said.
just
too.
shut up.
Shut the
just
fuck
shut up.
Let's just
Just
jam.
we're here to do
Hey.
this. Like, just this is when we step out of our world. This is when music takes you. If it gives you a break from reality, I know that's cheesy to say, but it does, because when you're in a band,
Yeah.
think about it. You're not doing shit for 22 and a half hours a day when you're a touring band. You
Yeah.
don't do shit for 22 and a half hours a day.
Sitting around thinking.
You have 90 minutes a day, if you're lucky, because you got to be a
in the head.
headliner by then, to just go out there and be in that space
And then you got to
where
be on
nothing
point.
nothing else in the world matters. Nothing else in life matters. You're there if you're in front of 10 people or 10,000. You're touching them, you're entertaining them, and you're having the time of your life for 90 minutes.
And
That's
hopefully
it.
they're singing back to you.
Right.
Hopefully
The other
you
22 and a half hours.
Y'all sing
Right.
along.
Right. The other 22 and a half hours, you're fucking traveling.
Yep.
You're doing the mundane bullshit. It's not. And I
Sitting
did it
around
with
on
the
the
last.
park bike
Right.
is what we
Last
call
band
it.
the last band I was in, we had Road to Sturgis tour in 2008, and it was the most mundane, monotonous, fucking dry,
Yep.
boring bullshit, day after day after day, until
Oh,
we
yeah.
got on stage. And then they would
How
do
many
the fucking-
cornrows you count, man? A lot of
I know.
cornrows.
Exactly. And the bullshit drama that we had to deal with one of the members in the band, it just was. We got home, one member quit, one member was on his way out. I convinced him to stay. He was going to walk out during the tour. And I'm like, dude, you walk out, this is done. I'm not fucking going back to Arizona with the thumb
Yeah.
in my ass.
Yeah, we
because,
can't do this
you know,
without whatever piece of
But that's what
Yeah, we
people
can't
don't
just
get. Just
Willy-nilly
fucking-
hire a drummer.
No, you're just there to jam. You're there to entertain.
Yeah.
Know your role. Stay in your lane.
Along the
Stay
lines
in
of
your
what
lane, my
Chris is,
man.
along the lines of what Chris is talking about, I just heard Sturgill Simpson say it brilliantly. He said, "The music part I do for free. I get paid to travel, right?"
Yep.
Oh, brilliant.
For the
Isn't
other
that
22
brilliant?
hours. Yep.
Because to Chris's point, he's like, "I would get up there and do that for free because
Yeah.
I have." Every musician in the world has played for free, and even worse, a lot of musicians have paid to play, right? Where
Yep.
we
Right.
give the club owner, we never did that, but
Oh,
some
the-
bands
oh,
give
oh,
the club
oh, the
owner
club owner
money
money.
for the
You are
privilege
correct.
of being there. So
We
yeah,
paid in it. But we paid in a sense when we first started out because we had the pre-sale tickets.
Right.
that was
So we're-
that was better than paying to play though.
Agreed,
Yeah.
but we're still we
you
were
pay the
still
bar
paying.
owner, that sucks ass, man.
No, but we were still paying with our time and our effort. Like we weren't just going to get to go there and play. We had this
You're right.
show. We could sell tickets to have people come through the door, and the more tickets came through the door, the more they realized,
So
okay, these guys,
you
these
had
guys,
a free
yeah.
head count. Yep.
Yes. Yep.
I
We
got
had
Yeah.
to guarantee them X amount of people, and we always
Mm-hmm.
overdid it.
Because those
so-
people are going to
Yeah.
be drinking, spending money, tipping
Yep.
the bartenders, etc.,
Yeah.
buying food, whatever.
Right.
Yep.
But that's the thing. So we did in a sense. We didn't pay to play, but we paid with our time and our
Yeah,
effort to make
yeah,
sure
exactly.
that people were there. And this is before
100%.
social media. So
And hey, Chris, who was rigging for you? You?
we rigged our own shit.
Carry your
man.
own gear?
Yeah. Oh yeah. All the time. All the time.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot
yeah.
of help.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we had a
well,
couple- we had- we-
there
we
was
had a
always
couple-
something
we had-
in flag,
We had a
yeah.
couple roadies. We had a
We
couple
did,
roadies
yeah.
that,
Of
that
course.
believed in
Of
us, that showed up and helped
It
us
wasn't
haul
a
our gear.
50-man road crew, though. It was
No.
like a 5.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah. Even when we did the Sturgis tour with my last band, I hauled my own shit. I took my own shit
Yeah.
on stage. I didn't. It's to
One
me.
thing
it's,
cool about Chris, Don, if we, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, have to have been in a band to understand. A lot of times singers that don't play an instrument, they're like, do you want me to get lost and get out of your way, or do you want me to help?
Mm-hmm.
There were nights where it was important for him to go work the crowd, right? And we took care
Yep.
of all that shit.
Go,
And we, like
go
you
say
said,
hi
we
to
had-
the people.
we
We'll
had
take
people
care of the
that
rig.
believed in us, that wanted to be there, and
I
we
get-
allowed them to be there. But there were nights where we needed his help, and he would carry the drums, and he knew what to do with them, and
Yep.
you know, whatever we needed, he had watched.
I got
us
yelled
do
at. I
that.
got yelled at. I got yelled at the first couple of times touching Scott's drums. What are you doing? I'm like,
No touching.
I'm helping. I'm helping, man. Okay, but you don't do it like this. You got to pick up. Okay, Scott.
Fucking drummers
No,
are the
good.
most sensitive bastards on the planet. Like, don't touch. It's the whole Step Brothers, right? That's where that
Oh,
came
yeah.
from. Don't
Oh,
touch
yeah.
my
Yeah.
drums.
Yep.
Drum,
I got you.
when Chris
Yeah.
calls a lot of singers, you know, LSD, lead singer's disease.
Yeah,
that's
LSD,
drummers.
okay.
That's
Yeah.
their quirk, dude. Don't touch my drums.
No,
Don't
and it's
stand
true.
on my
There's-
carpet.
Well, there were some times at
Wow.
practice there was times at practice where I would just casually go sit on his drum kit behind his drum kit, and he'd come in the room and his eyes like fucking bugged out. What are you doing?
Start sweating.
I'm just sitting, man. Here you go.
No, I'm tired, Eddie.
I didn't touch anything.
I
I
had to sit
touched
down.
nothing, son. I was just sitting here admiring the view from the behind the stage, man.
And the
You know?
longer that he would sit there, the more nervous Scott would get to the
Yeah,
point where he'd be like,
Start fidgeting.
"Fuck, just move. Let me
Just
let me
move,
sit
just
down.
move.
Let me."
Just move. Yeah, I knew my
Guitar
lane, but
players
it's always
They're different. They're like, yeah, pick up my guitar, play it.
Yeah,
fucking
yeah. The
whatever.
guitar
I got
players are a little more mellow.
Crank it up. I got
Yeah,
3 more.
Percussionists are a little. Yeah, they're
That's true,
more
though.
careful about their equipment. Yeah.
But it's true though when you're in a band and you see how perfect they line up their kit, because every drummer is different, right? And how they
Oh yeah.
how they adjust the like there's tilts. There's certain tilts that he would do with
Yep.
his toms, you know.
Angles.
Certain
And
angles.
you'd sit there watching him before
Yep.
show, and he's like, and just like painstakingly doing 20 different things for like 10 minutes. I'm like, and you're just like, what the fuck? And then when it's all said and done, it's because it's where he needs them to be. And you
Exactly.
just- which goes back to the story
fits his
with the
range of motion.
Mellencamp. Right, which goes back to the Mellencamp story and the drum tech being right there and knowing as soon as he broke that snare, man, that whoosh, it was done. Like he knew.
I wish
He
I would
knew
have got to see
exactly.
that.
Oh, that's, and it's never. I
That
don't
had
think
been
anybody.
incredible, guys.
It was.
Holy cow.
And we just happened to be looking at the drummer.
Happened to be in the right place, at the right
That was
time.
the thing.
Yep.
Right view.
If we weren't looking at the drummer, right, we wouldn't have seen it. And
Yeah.
it's just. I was probably watching Mellencamp, but he was probably in front of the drummer in some way, shape, and form, so it was my line of sight. Mike's
Right.
probably watching guitars and drummers and basses and shit. So we just kind of our eyes merged at the same time. But that's the Titan.
Truly incredible, my man. Uh-oh.
Did we lose him?
Yep. We might have lost him. He looks frozen in time.
He is
Looks like a
frozen in
movie
time.
star.
When is the last time, going back to Metallica, when's the last time you got to see them play live, Don?
Let's see. I went with Jason Farr. He's AKA Bubba. He's Bubba. Anyway, we went and saw him at Sprint Center, which is now T-Mobile, downtown Kansas City, probably 4 years ago. And man, I am telling you, that place was, it's made out of glass, Mike. So, you know, I don't know how the engineers built it, but the place expands as the louder the music gets. I think they built it to expand,
Okay.
and you could actually feel the building breathing,
That's
and
crazy.
it was
man.
unbelievable. They had the you know, the drop downs. They had the 360 carousels that hung from the ceiling and would do all the graphics. I don't know.
Oh yeah, those are. You know what those are? Those are drones. Those are being piloted by.
Yeah, and they had the
drone
drones.
pilots.
They did.
Yeah.
They did have the drones. Yeah, it was. I mean,
their show's insane.
unbelievable, dude. You know, and you know, this goes clear back to James Hetfield. You know, he has the same affliction we have. You know, and he battles every day to stay away from the bad things. And man, as he stays sober and in his sobriety of whatever sort, he sounds better today than I saw him in '86.
Oh, his voice
Now-
just keeps getting stronger.
Yeah, yeah. Can he hit the highs as he did when he was 20s, 30s? No, neither can I. But his range and his longevity, that he can hold the note. You know, especially on, you know, one or, you know, whatever. Just pick a song. He sounds better today than he did then.
Yeah, so fortunately for Metallica, the high screaming part of their music wasn't as important as it might be for
you are
like a
correct.
pop artist, right? So
Yes.
what he gained in his lower register made
Yes.
him a more powerful singer, which gave their music more legitimacy. Their music didn't need that high and I appreciate those albums. But to be honest with you, Kill 'Em All is still a little hard to listen to. I'm waiting for
Yeah.
the reissue.
Kill 'em
Right?
all could be a bitch.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you.
I love the
Oh,
songs.
hi.
I
Hi,
don't
Chief.
necessarily like the recording quality. Welcome back, brother.
You guys are in this monumental fucking ice storm, bad monumental weather and shit. I'm clear blue skies, and
See what
Cox goes
happens?
out again.
Well,
Cox
mine's
Communications,
sunny.
you absolutely
Mine's sunny,
suck.
but it's 5 degrees
Let's
out.
let's go on record. Cox Communications, you suck.
You
You
suck.
absolutely suck. You are pathetic.
Alan.
You are the
Alan.
worst internet provider in America. I literally, like,
Down with
all of a
Cox.
sudden it
I
stopped, and
agree, Chief.
I'm like, what the hell? And now I'm on the
Especially
wrong
when-
side of the screen. I was over there, and I'm over here.
Yeah, you're on the left now. You were on the right.
What the
That's fine.
fuck, man?
Everything's
What the
all-
fuck?
Now we got Mike in the middle.
Now Mike's in the middle. It's
Supposed to be
Mike
Malcolm.
Michaels. Malcolm
I'm
in the
filling
middle,
in.
right?
All right, Mike,
Yep.
what are you going to play us out, man? Play us out of tune. Pick up that guitar, heavy D.
There we go.
Sorry, heavy D. Light on the E. I had to think about my strings, Chris. Sorry about that.
Hey, so what happened with your interview? Any news?
Actually, it's funny. Urban and Newly. Do you know Urban Clothing? Newly?
Nah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we have a 1 million square foot warehouse here in Raymore.
Wow.
Yeah, it's huge, dude. It's a monster. Anyway, I got called back for a
Cool.
second interview on Monday,
Right on.
and I have another interview with Echo Bank or Echo Soap. Sorry,
Okay.
it's a nonprofit, but just transporting whatever they need transported.
Cool.
So the other one didn't work out.
Oh.
Ah, bummer, man.
Yeah. Hey, Mike,
okay.
I've had more no's than I can count. So
Oh yeah.
the second interview, I'm happy with.
Yeah. And that's with the urban one or the echo one?
Yeah, with both on Monday.
Oh, cool.
Um,
right on. Fingers
one
crossed,
that
man.
Yeah, the one I interviewed with you, or when we had to reschedule,
Yeah.
I didn't get that one.
Okay. That's okay.
It's all good.
If they need a reference, put me down.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I've known you for a long
That's a
time,
big
so put me
deal,
down
man.
for reference. Yeah.
That is a big deal, gents. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. I won't even comment the fact that you're a Kansas City's fan. I'll let that
Ah!
slide.
One thing.
It's on, Donkey Kong. You sent me the damn poster thing.
I know
got
that's
it hanging
because I
down
love
here.
you, man. That's because I love you, man. You're a good human.
When you
Nah.
sit here and have conversations like this with people, you definitely
Yeah.
get to know them.
Uh-huh,
And the one thing that I did not anticipate is how much you can feel someone's not generosity, their genuineness.
Genuineness. Yep.
Right?
Oh, of course. You guys too, man. It comes straight through the screen.
I didn't anticipate that at all. I was like, how much, are we going to really feel what these people
Yeah.
are? And
Yeah.
there's times where we'll get off here and basically have the same opinion as somebody. It's like, they were whatever,
cool.
or we'll just be so blown
Holy
away.
shit.
It's almost like
Yeah.
it drains you,
And
Yeah.
man, we've been talking for a little over an hour now, man. It seems like 5 minutes.
It does.
Exactly.
Me,
Yeah.
it just poof.
It does. No, agreed. Absolutely.
So that is super fun. That's when the truth is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
The feelings are mutual, and
Yep.
and the podcast is real. And
Yeah.
I've Jesse James Dupree, speaking of the devil.
Yep.
When he had on Full Throttle Saloon, man, that was all real. Him and Mike Ballard
Yeah.
and Ange.
Mm.
That is for real. And he would
You know
not
how
let
I know?
them-
You know
he
how I
would not
know
let
that,
them
Don?
edit it. Yeah.
Because when I saw them live twice, but the first time
Yeah,
I
oh,
saw
yeah.
them was
Yeah,
in their heyday.
I know Jesse.
And I got to see him at the Electric Ballroom, same place Chris and I
Yes.
graced the stage many times.
Yeah.
And he came out and he's like, got this shit-eating grin on his face. He
Oh
said,
yeah, that's Jesse.
Everybody like my new guitar? And the whole crowd goes crazy. And he's like, yeah, I like it too, but mostly because they give it to me for free.
Yeah, that's Jesse.
He said,
That is Jesse.
just being honest, folks. Just being honest.
All right, Hotel California. Come on.
I wish I knew Hotel California.
Yeah,
He
me
doesn't. He
too,
doesn't do
brother.
covers.
Yeah.
He doesn't do covers, man. That's the thing about Mike.
No,
Mike's
that's
not a
fine.
big cover guy.
I'll take an OG, man.
You know?
Come on.
I have
Yeah,
not spent
yeah.
my whole life.
Are you
learning
gonna
covers.
sing, Chris?
Chris will know.
No,
that.
I'm gonna do my speech that we do when we go out of a show. He'll play the music and I'll talk.
He might sing because he actually knows this one.
See?
Maybe
Told you.
it doesn't work. It doesn't work though on a podcast, man.
Yeah, it doesn't work across the internet.
Yeah, it's like I won't do karaoke either. You know, people are like, why won't you do karaoke? Because you're
No,
singing through
I don't do that.
this. You're
Yeah.
not, you know, and it's everything's different live. Everything's faster live. You feel the music live. You don't really feel the music on, you know,
Yeah.
2,000 miles away. Although it is a good
Getting
song.
on heavy string, Mike. Come on, man.
This is one of our songs that he wrote.
Yeah, no, I like it. I like
Hey.
the chord.
Yeah. So as always, if you're feeling sad or suicidal, depressed, don't do it. Go scream in a pillow, go journal, go for a run, go work out, go find somebody to talk to. If you can't find somebody to talk to, you can text 988. Somebody's there standing by, waiting to help you deal with what you're dealing with. You don't want to be that person that doesn't wake up tomorrow because somebody does love you. Somebody will miss you, and you will leave a hole in that person's heart, and it's a hole that's hard to fill because they're going to always question why you did what you did and why you didn't reach out for help. So don't be that person because we want you here. The world's a better place with you in it. So remember that. He's Don Warnock, super cool guy from Kansas City. We met a long time ago. It's got to
Love
be
you both,
10.
Dan.
It's got to be 10 years or something now.
Yeah,
Long
wow.
time.
Yeah, it's been a
He's-
while,
he-
man. Been 10
Yeah,
plus.
yeah. He's Mike Michaels. He and I met at the Candlebox show back in the early 90s, and our lives
Outstanding
were ever
work.
changed. Our lives were forever changed. Speaking of Candlebox,
Yes.
Monkey House Guitars built a guitar for Peter Klett of Candlebox. Peter, we're still waiting for you to come on the show. So Sammy Hagar,
hope you get it,
messaged
man.
you a couple of times. Come on, Sammy. Come talk to us.
Come on.
You liked Sammy's family all chimed in on my post. They liked it. I'm like, okay, well, Sammy, where are you? Like, come on. You can come back on. We get Sammy on the show.
I got a free hour.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
we'll bring
getting a
Don
hold
on,
of
too.
Mike pretty soon because I pretty much got the idea for the guitar in my head.
Oh,
I
right
would
on.
like to get Mike and Peter on here together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Oh, that'd be incredible, dude.
And I know he
Agreed.
wants to do that too. So
Yeah,
let's hope
yeah.
that happens because that would be amazing to hear his reaction while Mike's here.
Yeah.
Why
Yep.
he loves that guitar so much. And
Yep.
I'm not so sure that Mike isn't a little bit responsible for his love of Candlebox's music again. And they just announced that they are not
Yeah.
going on a farewell tour. They're actually
Yeah,
Nope.
I
doing
saw
another
I saw
album.
that, Mike. Yeah,
That's
I
so
saw it,
cool,
too.
man. And I don't know
Because
if
I
that's
saw the
true or
farewell
not,
tour.
but to be
No, but I saw. Yeah.
but
Go ahead.
to
Sorry.
be Mike Thompson of Monkey House and be in the
Mm-hmm.
middle of all that, I mean, even if it's a 1/10 of 1% of
Yeah.
getting him back in that direction, that's so cool to be a
Mm-hmm.
part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And now
it'd be
we're
incredible.
I saw
now
that.
we're a part of that
Yeah.
as well.
Right. I saw
As
that
long
tour
as
too.
they put the
and-
cuss words back in. F you, it's for you.
Yeah. It's for yeah.
I
Fuck
hate
you.
the
Fuck
radio
you.
edit.
I don't want it no more.
Cannot
Oh yeah,
stand
the
it.
radio edit sucks.
Yep. Yep.
Radio
The
edit.
radio edit does suck. That's why I listen to Sirius Satellite, and that's why I buy
Yeah,
my own
bing,
music
bing,
on
man.
iTunes. Yep. Yeah, but I saw Nikki and I saw that tour with
Yep.
Three Doors Down opening, which
Yep.
Brad Arnold, God bless him. I don't think he's turning around very
I
quickly.
know, dude. Brad.
That's so
eh,
sad, man.
It is because he's such a nice. He
such
comes
a
across
good
as
cat,
somebody.
dude.
Comes
Yep.
as we were talking about earlier. He comes across as somebody who's very approachable, who's very genuine,
Oh,
who would
without
actually
question.
would care that you
Yeah.
acknowledged, and he would
He'd
probably be a
give you
little
hug, dude.
embarrassed. And
I'll bet you.
Probably,
Yeah.
because he just seems like that nice of a guy. So say a prayer for Brad Arnold for those of you that pray, because he's struggling with stage 4 cancer, and
Yep.
some of the
Bad.
songs hit really hard now that he's written,
Oh yeah.
because they reference, "Love me when I'm gone."
Love me
But
when I'm
stay
gone.
around, Brad.
Yeah.
Stay around, Brad. You're a good human. We need good humans like you in the planet. You guys got anything else? Anything else?
Where's my breakfast?
I don't know. I ate my breakfast.
It's in your belly.
You know what's funny, dude? The reason why I sent you the banner is because you've always asked me to send you In-N-Out Burger, and I could never figure out how to send you In-N-Out Burger.
No, it'd be
And then
rotten by the time I got here.
and then I saw that banner on Marketplace, and
You
I'm
did
like,
great. You
and
did
I would
great,
have loved,
dude.
I would have loved to have been there when you opened it up, because I'm sure you had
Oh,
no fucking clue
dude.
what you were getting.
No, none.
That would have been the greatest thing ever. I should have texted you, hey, when you get this package, have your wife film you opening it, because then it would have been a cool.
I
moment.
could have, man.
Would've been-
Yeah, she
yeah.
got the phone for
We
it.
did-
Yep.
Yeah, we did one year when Jake came home for Christmas. He wasn't supposed to come home, and he came home, and I told him not to tell Nikki. So I actually snuck him in the house through the garage service door, and I
Yeah.
filmed the whole thing. And when he turned the corner and she turned and looked, and it was epic.
Yep.
It's like those.
the emotions, baby.
It's like those cheesy commercials you see on TV when somebody comes
No,
home from the war.
that's a mama loving her
But,
son, man.
Yeah. Well, he's mama's boy. Sorry, son, but you're mama's boy.
No, it's all good.
All right.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm not. We won't go there. Love you guys both. Have a great
All
day.
right, kiddos.
Stay.
hey,
Love you too,
always a
brothers.
pleasure.
Stay
Don.
warm. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna probably go outside, take my
28
shirt
here
off.
today.
Yeah,
Layers deep,
I'm-
baby. Layers deep.
yeah.
I'm good.
I'm gonna go outside and just take off my shirt and do some yard work because it's
go
Arizona.
golfing. Okay.
Have a great day, fellas.
You guys are awesome.